Has anyone ever told you that if you listen to classical music, it will make you smarter? If so, they were probably talking about something called the Mozart effect, which is a neuromyth. But first, let's talk about what is a neuromyth. A neuromyth is a commonly accepted false belief about our brains and their functions. Now, let's talk about this specific neuromyth called the Mozart effect. The Mozart effect says that listening to classical music will make you more intelligent. People associate this effect mostly with children. The phrase the Mozart effect took shape in 1991, and a study was performed 2 years later, which sparked the media and the public's attention. This study was led by Francis H. Roster. He took 36 students and made them either listen to a Mozart sonata, a different audio song, or have them sit in silence. After this, he made these students take a spatial reasoning test. At the end of the test, it showed that the students that listened to the Mozart sonata generally scored higher. This study has proven to be unreliable. First of all, it involved only college students, not babies. They also did not test these students on their actual IQ or intelligence. They were only tested on spatial reasoning. In fact, Roster herself had to set the record straight and refute any idea that her work implied that Mozart boosted intelligence. It is possible that the boost from the Mozart sonata in the spatial reasoning test might just be because the music increased the mood. Although the study was debunked, the damage was already done. After the study was shared, it blew up, and people started making products and promoting the beneficial effects of classical music, especially in a baby's brain. In fact, Georgia Governor Zell Miller set aside $105,000 to provide Mozart CDs for every newborn in the state. This shows the consequences of this myth because it caused the government to waste thousands of dollars. A man named Samuel Mayer tried to debunk this myth by conducting experiments. He concluded that the few published studies on the topic show little evidence that says music makes you smarter. This neuromyth is still widely accepted today, even though no real research has ever been done to prove that classical music has a lasting impact on intelligence. The idea that there is certain music to listen to in order to complete certain tasks does not seem to be going away. Though again, it really comes down to a matter of whether or not you like what you're listening to. This neuromyth is important to me because I believed in it for the longest time. I think it is important for people to understand that it is wrong because it will prevent them from wasting their money on things like classical CDs and other things, just like the Georgia governor did. Parents want to give their kids the best in everything. That is why this neuromyth has blown up and why it is important for it to be shut down. So the next time you are thinking about this neuromyth, think and realize the Mozart effect is false. Here are some links for more information about this neuromyth.